Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 3-Wide TV, and this is the D4SP Truck Series, race number 1 of their playoffs, and we're here at Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. I'm Johnny Thomas. I haven't been up in the booth in a while, but tonight, I decided to come up because your buddy that you listen to every week, Carlos, a little bit under the weather, but he's actually still doing his job. He's a trooper. He's back behind the cords, wheeling and dealing, and being the producer that he is. And joining me, alongside me, is Hunter Hallberg. Hunter is new to 3-Wide TV. He's done a couple races himself, but Hunter, welcome to the show tonight. I know you've done a couple of these D4SP Truck Series races, and I'm new to this series. I really don't know a lot of the guys, and this being the first race of the playoffs, what are you kind of looking forward to?
Well, the driver you got to look out forward to tonight, for sure, has been the guy that's been dominating the track for the past couple of weeks with a couple of wins in a row here. Is going to be Kyle Perifke in that number 7 truck. The guy is on fire, and he is out for that championship for sure.
Yeah, and I've been looking at the standings here, and I know this is race 1, so everybody's got a clean slate. Kyle Perifke, that's a tricky name.
It's a tough name. You'll try to get used to it.
He's got what does he have? He's got 9 starts in this series. He's got 5 wins, the most wins out of anybody. Second, actually, everybody else has 1 win that's in the chase. So Kyle right now, he's got to be the favorite, like you said. Another couple other these guys that I do recognize their names are Jordan McAvoy. I've raced with a couple times. Owen Martell. Obviously, William Kruska, he's the man of this series. He's the owner of D4SP Truck Series, and we got about 2 minutes remaining in qualifying, and the leaderboard right now looking like who's on the leaderboard? Anthony Hyatt actually has the best time, 29.73 in second. Hunter, you mentioned Kyle. He is second right now to 29.76. I haven't raced Charlotte in a while, Hunter. I was wondering, has this track, especially for the Truck Series, is it still pretty grippy? Are you wide open for most of the time for the first 10, 15 laps?
I feel like you are pretty much wide open the whole time around the track. I mean, getting those later in the laps, you have to save your tires a little bit because you will get loose off of it going into the tribals for sure. But those first couple of 15, 20 laps will be pretty grippy as well for racing.
And as I look at the info here, we got 100 laps here tonight. Qualifying 5 minutes and only 2 laps you get, but 100 laps here. And I think you mentioned a break at what lap, Hunter?
Lap 47 is our break time.
Lap 47 is the break time. Okay, then so we got 100 laps here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 11 drivers are in the playoffs for the D4SP Truck Series. And right now, as qualifying is almost coming to an end, it's still Anthony Hyatt on P1 right now, with Matt Gruenberg actually taking the 2nd spot. He posted a pretty fast lap at a 29.74, so the times are close. First and second separated by 3/100ths of a second. That's pretty close.
That you're right. We were probably looking for a lot of side-by-side racing. Charlotte is one of my favorite tracks to watch. I mean, nothing but excitement, I feel like, the whole time with these guys.
Yeah, I feel like the combination of the trucks here and Charlotte Motor Speedway with, like I said, how grippy it is, it tends to put on a good show in iRacing and in real life. The Truck Series, I feel like, puts on a great show on the real life side of things in the Camping Road Truck Series. But we got about 40 seconds here remaining, and I'm ready to get racing. I haven't been up in the booth in a while, so it'll be cool to see. And this is a big race for these guys. It's the first race of the playoffs, and from my experience being in the playoffs for a lot of different league races, primarily 3-Wide racing, I feel like the first round is always the trickiest round because you don't want to mess up. There's always guys the fast guys, I feel like, are going to win races. They're not going to mess up. So they're going to get locked in and advance to the next round. For me, it was always, I was kind of hovering between getting eliminated and moving on. So I felt like these first couple races in the playoffs are really, really key.
They're very important. We're going to see a lot of different strategies like we've seen the past weeks with pit stops, pitting at different times for different drivers. Also, you see that iRacing has added a new kind of rule now. If when you exit pit road, you have to stay below the track to the blue line. So that could be a big factor for these guys to.
Yeah, definitely, Hunter. I just noticed that I just downloaded this update and I ran a couple laps. And I did notice that pit road line, so that'll be interesting to see. And it'll be interesting to see some of these guys if they can exit off pit road without getting a penalty. They might not be used to it, so that'll be fun to watch here tonight. And here's the starting lineup here, Hunter. I'm going to take the first 10 spots. So starting first on the pole, Anthony Hyatt in his Toyota Tundra. Starting second, Matt Gruenberg. He's actually in the chase in his Toyota Tundra. Starting third, like we mentioned, Kyle Pogarewski. Fourth place, Curtis Sawyer. And rounding out the top five, we've got James D. Miller. He is a part of the chase. William Kruska, another guy battling for the championship, starting sixth. Seventh spot, Brendan Skinner in a Toyota Tundra. Eighth, Dylan Gooden in his Chevrolet Silverado. And starting ninth, Robert Hill Jr. in the 40 car. And rounding out the top 10, it's Justin Rector in the 03.
All right, in our 11th spot, we have Cody McCorkle in the 20, and we have J.R. Hager in the 02. And then we have the inside of the 13th spot, we have Chris Burke in the 66, and the outside 14th spot, Thomas Wagner. In the 97, Jeff Gross will round out the top 15 here, and then Britt Jones will be in the 16th spot. And in our 17th spot will be David Grovis, and then in the 17th, Jervis. Thank you there, Carlos. And in the 18th spot, we have Chris Rice in the 17. And rounding out, last but not least, we have Randy Throne starting in the 19th spot, the 09.
And that rounds out the lineup for here tonight. I think the lowest chase driver is Randy Throne. He's actually starting last. Chris Rice is second to last right now. So two chase guys that we got to keep an eye on here. See if they can move their way up to the field, because I know that's probably not where they wanted to start. And our
first victim of the blue line is Chris Rice, not putting a lap time up there for qualifying.
Yeah, so this might be way more important than we thought, or at least I thought. I know you mentioned it, Hunter, but this could be something that we'll have to watch out for when they do make, if they do make green flag pit stops.
So if you see there on the trucks tonight, you see the chase drivers do have the light blue color numbered and tires, so it makes it a little bit easier for our viewers to know which ones are fighting for that championship.
It'll make it a lot easier for me as well, not knowing any of these guys.
I'm right there with you. Last week we had no paint schemes at all. We were going with white trucks, and it was rough for me and Carlos, that is for sure.
Yeah, trading paint sometimes tends to mess up, but my man Steve Lavender, he does a great job over at trading paint, so can't hate on him too much. As the pace car rolling out of turn 4, and we're about to go green here for the first race of the Drive for SP Playoff Series, live at Charlotte Motor Speedway on 3-wide TV. Pace car off, and Anthony Hyatt slow onto the throttle, but it's green here now. Anthony Hyatt takes the lead. Gruenberg actually gets a pretty good run on the outside, starting second. He got a good start there. He's going to try to pass Anthony Hyatt coming out of turn 2.
As they head of 10-2, they go in the back straightaway with Anthony Hyatt with that lead, trying to get the block on Matt Gruenberg. He gets a good run off turn 2. Then they go into turn 3 with Copper go on the inside of Matt Gruenberg, trying to take away that second spot, side-by-side racing, going towards the finish line.
And what I'm trying to watch here right now, Hunter, is this high lane. Can it be a positive gain for you, or is this bottom going to be the preferred line? I feel like if you can get that high lane working, you might have a chance to pass some of these guys on the bottom.
I think you're right. I think that top line, the first 10 to 15 laps when you get your tires really fresh, it's going to work for you. So you really have to use it then. But I feel like after that, they're going to be migrating towards that bottom line. That's going to be the preferred line because it's more grippy and easy for the trucks to race around the track.
And I feel like these truck series are running that new Cup Series aero package. They're side by side for about 3 rows back, all the way back to about 8th spot right now as the 88's trying to give a draft to the 54 car. Let's see if the 54 Gruenberg can get past Kyle.
That 7 truck is very strong with Pilot Rifke on the inside of the 54, fighting for that second spot, but they got a good run off. 54 does with the 88, going off turn 3. But as the 7 fights back once again, going to turns 1 and 2.
And I'm noticing that the 88 gets a little high, almost into the wall there, as the 25 gave him a little bit of a shot. And the 54 Grunberg, he's going to clear Pokrefke, and he's going to try to battle it with Anthony Hyatt. And really, I'm looking at Anthony Hyatt. I feel like he has nothing to lose here tonight. He's not a chase driver or a playoff driver. I don't know what the drive for SP Truck Series calls it, but I call it playoffs. They call it chase. Don't matter. Whatever. But Anthony, he doesn't have anything to lose.
No, he doesn't. He's still going for that first win of the season. So, I mean, nothing feels better than getting the first win just here in the first round of the playoffs.
Definitely not as a 75 car. I think that's Dylan Gooden. He's trying to get around the 25 car. Dylan, he's not in the chase, so he's not eligible to win this championship.
As you see the 25 of James D. Miller, you know, he said he wasn't going to race in the championship last week. He said he had some outside problems going on, but you know, you see him here tonight and he's racing for that championship, so we hope for the best for James Miller.
Yeah, it's definitely good. And the one thing that I always felt bad is some of these guys, they battle so hard to make this playoffs, and then something out of your circumstances can take you out of it. And I'm glad to see James is fighting, and he's running pretty good right now.
Yeah, he's in that 6th spot, fighting for 5th there. He's looking pretty good tonight for sure in that 25 truck. As 25 hits the wall going down the back straightaway, heading into turns 2, 3, and 4. Going really bumper to bumper now here. That 25 damage shouldn't be too bad on him. It looks like there's not really anything. Maybe a scrape of the paint, but that's about it.
I'm starting to notice, Hunter, here that some of these cars, I think they're starting to battle a tight condition.
Yeah, it looks as the 54 Matt Gruber tries to take away the lead because Anthony Hyatt fights on that outside spot. As we see, the high line right there just really gets a great run off of turn 4.
Yeah, I think these guys are seeing, I think we're starting to see a tight condition. So if you try to make a pass in the bottom and this guy's going to battle you on the top lane, it's going to be tricky to complete the pass. And you're starting to see it here as the top lane's starting to work out pretty well.
As you see the Copper, if you take away that 2nd spot from Matt Grunberg, he's looking very good right there on the outside. I think you're right, Johnny. That top line is really going to be the line to beat. I was wrong at the beginning of the race.
And I feel like this is where we're going to see the real test. I feel like the 7 car is obviously the fastest truck on the track. So let's see if he can complete the pass in the bottom. I don't think Hyatt's going to give up that top line.
No, that's the preferred line to really set the pace on it. I mean, there's no reason to leave it if it's working for you.
Now, as we got the first 3 cars, you can throw them under a blanket here. It's Hyatt, Pokrefke, and Matt Grunberg. As Pokrefke, he's going to look on the bottom. Let's see if he can complete it here.
This could hurt him. This could make him lose that 2nd spot, Matt Gruber, but he makes it really stick. He gets up the track a little bit.
Grunberg, will he challenge? Will he take it 3 wide? He's going to take it 3 wide. Oh, and he backs off here.
Smart move there, huh?
Definitely the smart move right there. He doesn't want to take it 3 wide this early in the race. But that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if the 7 car could complete the pass in the bottom. I feel like he's quicker than the 18. He's going to get underneath him right here. Let's see if he can do it this time. He's going to have to drive it in hard.
Tried to do that slide job, but couldn't make it stick again.
Woo.
And making it 3 wide down the back straightaway. Oh, no, 2 wide. Now we have the 88 coming up there to battle for that spot as well now.
Yeah, all this battling has brought in the 88 of Kruska and the 25 of Miller. So now we got about 5 or 6 cars battling for the lead here.
All right here, these 4 drivers right here are battling for the championship, so they're not going to give up any inches to any other driver because they want it all for themselves.
As Anthony Hyde continues to lead, he's not going to give up that lead too easy to these chase drivers. He said, I want to lead some laps here. We got a caution right now. Caution out.
Back straight away. As the O2 of the old Rainbow Warrior DuPont truck is upside down.
Jeff Gordon wrecked hard.
Wow.
Let's see what happens here. The O2 in that middle lane. Are they going to make contact? Yes, they will. Oh, whoa.
My man.
He took a ride.
That was probably a heck of a ride inside that cockpit. That is for sure. That's
You
a
know, I
40
gotta
of Robert
admit,
Hill Jr. hits him, and wow, we just get a great view here of this camera.
I don't feel like the 02 is getting out of that.
No, that's gonna be pretty rough for him for the rest of the night if he can even make it back out.
I don't think we're gonna get a word from him in the infield care center anytime soon.
What a beautiful paint scheme, though, supporting Jeff Gordon there as he gets the Hall of Fame. I mean, I hate to see it because that's a great looking truck.
Yeah, you never want to see that Rainbow Warriors car into the fence. I know back in the 90s, I really didn't mind it too much when I saw the Rainbow Warriors car into the fence, but now that Jeff's older now, I'm all right. So it's a tough day, tough end for J.R. Hager. The 02 car will most likely finish the race in last place, the 19th spot. His cars are coming down pit road. Let's see if somebody can beat Anthony Hyatt off pit road. Coming down right now. You guessing probably all these guys will probably take 4 tires, or will 2 tires be a choice here?
I don't know, they might, 4 tires, 2 tires, you never know. They might take a little gamble, see what 2 tires can do for him, maybe later in the race.
Looks like that James 25 did. Or no, I think he might have beat them all off pit road.
Looks like he had a pretty quick, 4 tires. As Carlos tells it, 2 tires.
Yeah, so we see James D. Miller with a 10.2 second stop. That means he got full fuel and 2 tires, so he comes off first. 3 cars looking like they didn't pit. The 03 of Justin Recker, Robert Hill, and Chris Burke. So this is going to shake up the field a little bit.
Should be exciting. We'll see what James Miller does with those 2 tires. I mean, you might as well just test it now and see if it can work for you later in the race. You never know.
Yeah, and our leader before the caution, Anthony Hyatt, he's going to be starting 5th when we get the green here, but he's the first one on four freshies. So let's see if Anthony Hyatt can get up through there. I know 15 laps here at Charlotte seems like a pretty long time, but this track is so full of grip that tires don't mean as much like a mile and a half like Atlanta or like a Chicagoland. Tires mean a lot there at those places, but here with this new asphalt, doesn't seem like tires wear that much.
As we see, the pace car lights are off this time. We will go green.
And I see in the chat, J.R. Hager's asking if there's a team speak. I don't know if you guys have a Discord channel for that to get his thoughts. So if JR, if you're listening, there's a Discord channel if you want to get on here and talk about your wild ride. And I did tweet out the link if anybody's watching. Well, if you're watching, you probably got the link. So I'm preaching to the choir, so ignore that. But the pace lights are off, and leader Justin Recker, he's going to choose the outside line. And I feel like that's probably the smart choice here. He's going to get a good run here.
Pace car
down. Go ahead, Henry, take it.
They go green pretty quick here as the 03 of Justin Recker gets a great runoff for the start as he heads towards turns 1s and 2. Side by side racing the back, man, they are really tight. As Justin Recker really makes it down the back straightaway here.
And our leader before the caution, Anthony Hyatt, right behind that 66 car. They're going to make contact, and there's a wreck.
Oh, James D. Miller's caught it. Rookie. Oh, no.
Chase contenders out of the race, and
that's it right in the back.
Whoa.
Wow.
And playoff implications have took a serious effect here as the 66 just got tight into the 25, into the 7. The 7 might not have too much damage, but then right here just gets blasted.
I don't know. I think he's smoking. His truck's on smoke, so
that can right there ended it. So Kyle's done.
You hate to see it. Kyle Bariffi has been a just manhandling the whole field this past couple of weeks, just winning races left and right. And you get to see it taken out maybe on the lap 18.
And I know some of these guys that are in the chase probably can't be too happy with that 66 car. Chris Burke, not a playoff guy, I think he stayed out. And he's the one that caused the accident. He got a little tight, pushed up into the 25, and I'm guessing the 25 of James D. Miller got some significant damage as well. But yeah, you could put the blame on the 66. I think he just got tight, and he should have known he was on older tires before the caution. All those guys were tight. So the 66 of who is the 66? 66 Chris Burke, smoking. Looks like his day is done after trying to stay out and get some track position.
Okay.
And I think Hunter is going to go into the garage and interview some of these guys that have come away with an accident here. So Hunter will be here in a little bit.
JR, yeah, Hager, you got a copy there. 02?
Yep, 10-4.
So, man, you went for a very wild ride tonight. Can you tell us what happened?
I was trying to follow the, I guess that was the 43 of Thomas there through on Robert, and I saw Robert getting loose on that inside, so I figured, you know, I'll try to squeeze him, but not too awful much, and I guess I squeezed him down there below the white a little bit more than what I was expecting, but next thing I know, I'm up in the air in the catch fence, flying through the air, back down to the ground and rolling, so.
That you were, man. We watched the replay a couple of times, and it looked like a heck of a ride for that Rainbow Warrior paint scheme. We hate to see it for you because that's a beautiful paint scheme tonight. Is there anybody you'd like to thank tonight as you head off here?
The league admins, you guys for broadcasting, and DuPont, and Hendrick Motorsports.
Well, all right, JR. It was nice talking to you. Thanks for the inside there. We will catch you next week.
10-4.
And Carlos is telling me to talk. I don't have a video. I can't see anything. But as we're here with Hunter just getting back, talking to JR, and I'm guessing Hunter JR is pretty disappointed after getting caught up in that wreck.
Yes,
but
he was.
I'm guessing we have a whole bunch of other disappointed guys right now. As I'm looking at the leaderboard and I'm seeing David Gervasi 2 laps down, Kyle Pukrefri out of the track. He's 1 lap down. Chris Burke 1 lap down. Curtis Sawyer all involved in those wrecks. Looking like their days are done. Other guys with damage, James D. Miller. So we got about 6 or 7 guys that were caught up in that wreck.
Yeah, it was a rough wreck there for a couple of guys. I mean, for sure, Kyle Pukrefri he was probably one of the favorites tonight for the whole championship to win it. It's gonna throw a wrench for him for sure. As you said, I mean, this first couple of rounds are the clinch rounds. I mean, you have to do good to set you up for a long run. So we'll see if he can bounce back.
Yeah, and something I noticed, and if you guys can answer it, does the regular season bonus points count for the playoffs?
Yes, Carlos is telling me yes.
So Kyle has racked up 82 bonus points. That's huge because the second guy that has the most is James D. Miller with 64. So he's going to use those bonus points probably to good use here at Charlotte after a bad, tough luck. But the pace car is down, and well, it's Anthony Hyatt back on the lead as Hyatt gets a really, really good restart.
It's a fantastic start as they head down to turns 1 and 2. Matt Gruber taking that outside on whim as they head around here, and it looks like Matt Gruber will just head right behind the 88. Go down the back straight as they are side by side behind them.
Yeah, and Kruska had some pretty good speed before that first caution came out, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do in that second spot. Can he catch Anthony Hyatt? It seems like these guys don't pull away too much in the draft here at Charlotte.
No, they don't. It's be a great bumper cam right here.
Yeah, riding along with this the 10 car, Brendan Skinner. You can see that Castle Motors, Dylan Gooden supporting Landon Castle and castlemotors.com. Chevy Silverado. Brandon Skinner currently in 5th, Gooden in 4th. Gooden actually trying to get underneath Gruenberg, but that's not going to work.
No, as Anthony Hyatt's trying to leave the pack, but we'll see if he can do that. We get a great view here of Dylan Gooden coming up behind Matt Gruenberg. Seems like they kind of, this front pack here just went bumper to bumper and just trying to stay out of trouble as much as possible.
And I feel like with such a short field right now, if these 4 cars can stay single file, you wouldn't think the draft would work that much here at Charlotte, but it does. And they might pull away from these guys.
It looks like they're trying to pull away from the 10 of Brendan Skinner, but I mean, there's another group right behind him as well. It's kind of lined up together. Maybe they can form up here and catch right back up to that top group.
And as we're talking about all this battling going on, we're on lap 25, so we're already a quarter over this race. 75 laps to go. Stage 1, Carlos is saying, at lap 47. That's a heck of an odd number.
As we have a battle for second place here. Matt Gruenberg takes away the second place spot away from William.
And Gruenberg was showing speed. These 3 guys, Gooden hasn't showed as much speed. Well, he's running in the 6th or 7th spot before that first caution, but the 18, the 54, and 88, I noticed, had pretty good speed before that first caution came out.
Yeah, as you see these guys battling here for second place, that's just going to let Anthony Hyatt just leave them easily and let him just take the lead even farther.
Yeah, Hyatt's car definitely looks strong, but we started, before that first caution came out, we saw Hyatt starting to slip a little bit on the longer run. Let's see if Gruenberg can catch him. As there's a truck in the wall, it's a light blue car.
03 of Justin Rector hit the wall coming out of turns 2.
Oh no! By the 43. Let's see, does the 43 push up? Is he pushing? Yeah, he's pushing. Gets into the 03, and the 03 hits the wall. That's pretty significant contact. That's definitely going to hurt the handling of that 03 car.
That's another chase driver right there, getting some damage on the truck. It's probably going to hurt him a lot tonight for the rest of the race.
A lot of unhappy people. So 2 wrecks today. 2 people that wasn't a part of the chase that caused the 2 wrecks, ending a couple chasers' day. Looks like the 03 will be able to go on, but he's going to have significant damage.
You know, in the past couple of weeks, I haven't seen too much of this kinds of racing, but it seems more and more we ran in a chase that these guys that aren't in the chase are kind of bumping their ways with the chase guys, and we haven't seen much of that.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I know my mindset whenever I get eliminated from the playoffs is I try to race those guys as clean as possible. I still want to go for wins, but you got to respect those guys. They did a lot of work to get there, and you certainly don't want to be the person that's ruined. I know our producer, he's had experience in the past of ruining it for other people in the chase.
Shut up.
But we got Gruenberg. He's closing in on the 18. I think the 18 is losing a little bit on the long run here. And Gruenberg might have the upper hand. Getting off this high line. Does he shut the door? Hyatt shuts the door. Woo, little bit. Ah, man, that's close. But Hyatt's going to shut the door here as Gruenberg's going to settle back into second.
You know, going back to those guys that aren't in the chase, bumping around the chase guys, they're not making friends at all for season 2, so it could be rough for them next time. There sure won't be any give and take.
No, definitely not. But I'm watching Anthony Hyatt, and he's running that bottom lane, but Gruenberg is running that middle lane. He's getting a huge run off a 4 and off a 2. So let's see if he can do something with it. Will he take the run? He's going to take the bottom here. He's going to try to make the pass on the bottom. I don't think that's going to work.
As the 88 really comes up on the butter, checks up the bumper and checks up here. And Anthony Hyatt gets a great run off turn 2. It looks like the high line is where you want to be at.
As you see Dylan Gooden, he's going to try to make a pass on the bottom. I don't think that's going to work. If I see somebody make a pass on the bottom, I'm going to be super, super impressed. As the 88 almost got touched by the 75.
As you see Dylan Gooden kind of respecting him there and laid off a little bit off his bumper, so helps out the 88 for sure.
As a 54, I'm guessing what he's trying to do is kind of thinking to himself, how can I make a pass on the 18? I got to get, I feel like the 54's got to get to his right side, his right rear side in order to get a pass, and that's by running that high line and getting a good run off.
As Anthony Hyatt gets another great run off of turn 4, heads in the turns 1. Kind of run that middle of the high line there.
Yeah, and Hunter, I feel like if the leader runs that middle line, it's super hard to make a pass on him.
Yeah, it's just that big Ryan Newman block that Ryan Newman puts on everybody when he's in the lead or anything like that when he's trying to protect his position. It looks like Anthony Hyatt is just taking the toll of, let's just play the middle of the track and let you race around me.
Oh, definitely, and I also think if the 54 can get around the 18, I feel like the 54 is faster than the 18. He's just struggling to find a way to get around him. Let's see if he works the bottom here. Will he work the bottom? Will he work the top? He's right on his back bumper. He sends it into the bottom, but that's not going to work unless he gets a good run coming off.
He gets a pretty decent run off, keeps around that back bumper. We'll see if he can get in turn 1. He's going to dive bomb it down there, or he's going to stay up top. As he tries, it looks like going into turn 1, he loses some speed, but he gets it right on the side.
Hyatt got tight there. Yeah, Hyatt he faced the tight condition right there, and Gruenberg might have the advantage. Ooh, gets right down to that white line. I think the 18's gonna, well, he's working him. Gruenberg's gonna complete the pass here. He does. He's gonna complete it as the 18 is fighting a tight condition. I have a pretty good feeling that his tires are starting to really wear on him.
As he fights back down the inside, Matt Gruenberg get a great run off here. He does a little bit, and as Anthony Hyatt, sticks right behind that 54. You know, you got to think that now Gruenberg's got that lead. He's going to try to stray away from the pack.
Yeah, I feel like Gruenberg's going to check out here as good, and he's going to try to make a pass on Kruska right now. So these top 4 guys are definitely putting on a pretty good show for us. We got lap 38 of 100. Remember the stage break is at lap 47. And I'm new to this too. Do these guys get bonus points for winning that?
Yes, top 10 gets bonus points there.
Okay, so that'll be interesting to see who can do that. I see the top 10 pretty spread out. I think 10th place is around 6 seconds back of the leader. So they've definitely kind of spread themselves out here. The top 4 still pretty close, as that we got a straggler in 5th. He's trying to hang on. That's the 10 of Brendan Skinner.
As they go around turns 4, going over the start-finish line, you see these guys really just kind of keeping their distance as 88 is trying to close in on Anthony Hyatt.
And I feel like some of these, we see Kruska. I was going to say some of these guys are probably just going to sit down and kind of relax for these last 7 laps, but Kruska's going to try to make a battle, trying to make a pass on the 18.
Every point counts. Every point counts for this Chase Championship for sure. As Dylan Gooden gets on the outside of the 88, giving a look.
Yeah, Gooden's going to have it here. Gooden's going to have a little, the 88 going to slam the door on him. He's going to have a nice run coming off. Let's see if the 88... Yeah, the 88 comes up. Will Gooden make a... Nope, he's not going to have enough run. 75 must got tight coming off the 2.
He really drifted off the track a lot. Kind of out of the groove of the high line, so probably hurt him a little bit.
As what we predicted is pretty much coming true. Matt Gruenberg has about a 0.7 of a second lead. And if nothing goes wrong from here, he should probably win this stage.
Especially if these guys back here in 2nd place keep fighting for that spot. He's just going to keep lengthening out that lead to a much bigger margin.
And Kruska definitely wants to get by the 18 because the 18, he's not fighting for a championship. Kruska is. He wants those 2nd place points. So he's going to do whatever it takes as the 88 gets a little wide there, as Kruska might be able to get underneath him right here.
As he gets the grass, he goes the inside of the 18 of Anthony Hyatt, fighting for that 2nd place spot.
Let's see if the 18 gets tight here.
It looks like you got a decent run off there. They're still side by side going into turn 3.
88. I mean, we can't overstate this enough. How tough it is to make a pass in that bottom lane. And we saw the 54 do it. He's the only one that's been able to do it so far. So we know how strong he is. Let's see if the 88 in these next 3 laps, if he can get the pass in the 18 car.
Well, you see the 54 took quite a bit of laps to be able to pass Anthony High on the inside. So maybe William can just follow the lead that he gave him and complete the pass as well.
He's going to have a little bit of a run here. He's right on his back bumper, that Toyota Tundra. He's going to try to make the bottom work. Really be able to do it. Let's see if he
dive bombs it down there. Makes it stick a little bit on the inside. Stay in there, maybe get a good run off here. As Anthony High, yep, the 18 of Anthony High gets a great run though.
So Kruska's going to have, what, one more lap? Do they throw the caution at lap 47? At lap 47? So Kruska's going to have one more lap here to try to pass the 18 of Anthony Hyatt. See if he can do it. I'm guessing he's probably going to drive it in pretty hard going into turn 3. Yeah, I don't think he's close enough to make the pass.
I think he'll stick back in that 3rd place spot and just take those points as he gets them.
So here we go, coming to lap 47. It'll be Matt Grunberg. He'll win this stage, followed by Anthony Hyatt. And 3rd place goes to William Kruska, Dylan Gooden, and Brendan Skinner round out the top 5.
The only other chase drivers up here in the top 10 that get points is Jeff Gross, Robert Hill Jr., and James Miller after he gets that late caution we had a couple of laps ago.
So the stage just ended. We had 2 cautions, 2 pretty important cautions. They took out some big guns. The chase contender Kyle Pukrefke, he's still, actually I don't think he's running. He's in 15th, and Carlos said there he is right there. So he's still running, but he's multiple laps down. Chris Rice has damage. From what I was seeing, Hunter, is the top 7 are kind of damage free. Everybody else was really, really far back of the pack.
Yeah, those early cautions that we had really have kind of crunched up some great looking trucks. But I mean, we'll see what happens. You know, you can't call Perifke a quitter, that's for sure, as he's still running with as he's down 27 laps.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing people running with way over multiple laps down. Usually they just quit, but Kyle needs the points. The 18 producer Carlos said the 88 missed his stall. Yeah, the 18 missed his stall. He's gonna have to restart in the back, because if he missed it, and the 88 actually won the race off pit road. So Kruska's gonna get the lead. Where is Gruenberg? Gruenberg's going to come off 4th, it says. Actually, it says Robert Hill Jr. was first off the pit. And now we're going to interview the stage winner, and that'll be Matt Gruenberg.
Matt Gruenberg, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
All right, as you have won stage 1 here of race 1 of the playoffs, I mean, how are you feeling about this first stage?
Feeling really good. The setup's actually really tight. You don't actually get loose at all, which makes it really difficult to pass around here, especially on the bottom. You really just gotta hope that the guy in front of you just either drives it in too hard or can't get the run off the corner on the top side. But it's really frustrating trying to make a pass, but I think we got a good shot here. We gave a couple spots on pit road. That was my bad. I kind of too far forward, but I think we should be good for the race.
Yeah, we've seen some cautions early in this race from a lot of tight trucks out here racing. Man, what's your plans for stage 2 here to get that win?
Well, I think the big one is behind us, but you never know. So definitely gonna have to stay alert here on this restart in case anything happens in front of me. But all in all, if we just keep a clean Toyota Tundra, and I think we'll be all right. Get a good restart here. Hopefully, get by the 10, and give Will a run for the win.
All right, Matt. We'll let you get back to racing. We'll have a good luck for the rest of the night.
All right, thank you.
And after Hunter interviews our stage winner, that's Matt Grunberg. He won stage number 1 on lap 47 as we're coming back. Getting the one to go here. And out front, as you can see right here, it's William Kruska, followed by the 10-car Brendan Skinner. Dylan Gooden will start third. Actually, it'll be the 54, Matt Grunberg, who's going to start third. Dylan Gooden fourth. And fifth place car looking like Cody McCorkle will start fifth place. So we got a couple guys up here that really weren't running up in the top 5. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do. Also, what'll be interesting is if Anthony Hyatt can work his way from 11th right now all the way up to the lead pack like he was running.
Yes, he has a lot of cars to pass, but we'll see what happens. He's got a very strong truck, and a lot of these trucks in front of him have a lot of damage, so it could be an easy ride for him.
So here we go. As the cars are entering turn number 4. We're going to go back to green with 50 laps to go to be halfway right here. Kruska on the gas early. He's going to get a good start. As Dylan Gooden's going to fall right behind him. He should be able to clear that 10-car Brendan Skinner, as the 54 is going to give a push to the 10. Let's see if the 75 can get a nose up. No, the 10's going to clear.
Man,
here comes Grunberg.
That Matt Grunberg truck looks very strong, 3 wide going into turn 3. We'll see if there's any give and take. Oh, man. Matt Grunberg just passes him on the inside, though. He's making that inside work really well, though.
Yeah, definitely no give and take there. It's just Grunberg is so much faster than everybody else right now, as Gooden's going to probably complete the pass in the 10 car.
As you see a fight here with the 20 to 97 of Jeff Gross for that 4th. As they're fighting for that 5th place spot here, Jeff Gross is a championship contender.
Yeah, they're side by side, Hunter, as they're going to go 3 wide here. That's the 40 car, I think, of Robert Hill Jr. Going 3 wide. Will anybody give it here? Yes, Hill kind of backs off as he lets the 20 car take the bottom.
He is a chase contender. He was being smart there. He's still probably waiting for that couple last laps here. So there's 48 to go. He doesn't want to cause too much damage to the truck. You just got to make it to the end right now.
Yeah, the 43 of Thomas Wagner is going to get a good run off here. He's going to complete the pass on the 20 car. 20 truck, my mistake. As really, Kruska has kind of pulled away from Grunberg. I thought Grunberg was going to catch him pretty quick, but Kruska's out to a 0.7 of a second lead right now.
I still wouldn't count out Matt Grunberg. It's a long race in that with a very strong truck. It's going to be an exciting finish at the end.
Yeah, we definitely saw the same thing with the 18. The 18 pulled out to a decent lead, but once the tires started wearing off, the 54 just reeled him in. So I think Grunberg's kind of just being patient here, not heating up his tires too much. He's going to try to keep him cool, keep him nice and grippy for him for this long run.
As there's a lot of battles for different positions in the back of the pack here. I see Jeff Gross trying to battle for that 4th spot here.
Yeah, and Gross was about 15 seconds off the lead pack before that caution came out. Now he's trying to battle for the 5. He got tight, as that's going to make the 43 get underneath him. Man, those guys are getting tight off that. When they ride that bottom, you got to be aware that it's going to really push up the hill.
As he cut off the nose at 20. It's on the outside now here of the 43. See if he gets a great run off turn 4. Takes away that spot, but 43 is trying to battle back as they're touching.
And
Touching
he's
in the
gonna spin
back.
it. He's gonna spin it.
And
Oh,
the
he's
20
gonna go back up the track. Is he gonna get hit? Nice job, everybody.
saves the truck. No damage. Nobody hit him.
They went 3 wide, and the 20 car just got a little bit squirrely. Did he touch the grass here? Oh, the 43 cuts down. Yeah, I really don't think the 43 thought he was gonna put a nose right there, and he just came down a little bit and made contact with the 20. That was a nice spin, though. Let's see. He's gonna just cut down right here, right? Yep.
It's a great save here. He's get great view. It could have been a lot worse, that is for sure.
A great job by everybody missing him there. I know we don't have too many cars in the track right now, but it's still pretty hard, especially coming out of that tri-oval. You really don't know where that guy's going to go, especially when he overcorrected and came back onto the track. So great job by all those drivers.
So we have pit road here. Any takers? Looks like everybody's coming down.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's going to pit. Well, you got some cars that don't pit, but I kind of think that some of these guys are going to take 2 tires here because we've only had about 6 or 7 laps.
It looks like the 03 of Justin Rector stayed out. Try to get his lap back probably since he's a lap down.
Let's see if Gruenberg, he had a pretty disappointing pit stop last time around. Let's see if he can get a good pit stop here. The 10 car slid through his pit, so he's going to lose some spots.
The first one coming out is the 43. Took 2 tires, going to win the battle off pit road. As you see,
huge battle for a second.
Matt Gruenberg barely gets beat by the 88 of William.
And I think the 88 was speeding. He pulled all the way to the inside, let everybody go past. That's a big problem for the 88 of Kruska.
He's got a strong truck. It's going to be a tough one trying to come back up to the lead again.
So Thomas Wagner taking that 2-tire strategy. He's going to be first. Dylan Gooden comes out second, and Gruenberg third.
We've seen this strategy before, as 2 tires have not really worked for the driver. So, I mean, yeah, I think it probably won't work this time either, but you never know.
Yeah, and they ran about 7 green flag laps. What I want to see, and it hasn't happened yet, is a really fast guy, one of them top 5 guys, take 2 tires. I think they can make it work. Thomas Wagner, I haven't seen too much in the top 5. So it'll be interesting to see if he can keep up. We don't have that many laps. We had I think the first round, that first caution, we went about 15 laps green, and 2 tires did not seem to be working. So with 7 laps green, who knows?
That's right. We'll see what happens, but I'm a little skeptical still about it. I feel like 4 tires is the ideal thing to do, just like everybody else did. Could leave you out to dry, but he'll go the outside most likely and maybe get a great runoff here on the green flag start.
Yeah, I'm looking at the leaderboard and looking at the chase guys, and 3rd through 7th, all part of the chase, the Drive for SP Truck Series chase. Gruenberg 3rd, Gross 4th, Miller 5th, Hill Jr. 6th, and Throne 7th. So it's going to be fun to watch all those guys when we go back to green, trying to battle for more spots.
All right, Johnny. So these last 40 to go here. What are you looking to happen here? What do you think's the plan in the driver's head? What about William Kruska back there in the 12th spot? What's going to play out here?
Yeah, with Kruska, I feel like he's got to go. These cars are so fast and so equal on new tires that he can either go really hard and try to burn his stuff up and get positions, or he can kind of sit back, keep his tires nice and cool, and then try to make a run. But getting into this 40 laps to go, 30 laps to go, the tensions kind of raise up. So you might start to see a few more cautions. So if I'm Kruska, I want to go now.
That is right. You see Kyle Busch do it all the time. The man starts in the back of the rear of the field and just races right through there for the win. You've seen it multiple times. We'll see if William can do the same.
Let's see if Kruska can pull a Kyle Busch right here. Kruska's going to start what? He's going to be 12th coming to the green?
Yes, he will be.
Yeah, but I think my favorite right here is Gruenberg sitting in that third spot. He just seems so fast as the 43 is going to choose the high line. On 2 tires, he should get a decent jump on these guys if he times it right.
As he goes green, he gets kind of a great start here going across start-finish line, going to turn 1 and 2. And we see Matt Gruenberg on the outside, the 75, and Dylan Gooden racing for that second spot as he goes side by side.
Yeah, Gruenberg might get a good run, but with them fresh tires, bottom lane does work half decent here. Will the 75 of Gooden try to make the pass on the 43 on the bottom? 43 shuts the door. That's going to leave it open for Gruenberg. He's going to get a nice run coming off the top.
We've seen these early laps of these starts that the inside lane is the choosing, but you'll see here in about 2 to 3 laps, the outside lane really comes in, and that's where they want to be at.
And Wagner's going to have to choose here. Should I let the 54 go by on the outside, or should I block the outside and let the 75 go? Because these guys on fresh tires definitely going to pass him.
Well, if he was smart, I'd let Matt Gruenberg go on by since he's in the chase. We've seen multiple things happen in the past where chase
he's
drivers
going to fight back. They almost made, sorry, Hunter, they almost made contact going into 3. But the 43 doing a pretty good job trying to hold off Gruenberg. He's going to clear him right here, though.
As you see the 75 of Gruenberg, as the 43 gets a great run off of turns 2 here. He's trying to fight back for that first position.
Well, we got a car spinning in the back. It was a purple car. I'm not too sure who it was, but
it looks like the OD9 Randy Throne as a championship driver as well. The caution flies.
Yeah, the corner of my eye, I saw the 09 get. I think he's going to whack the wall here and get loose.
Well,
it looked like a little bit of neck code there.
Yeah, it looked like a neck code, and he went on and around.
Really, we probably wouldn't have had a caution there if he would have backed out on the track. If he would have slammed the brakes after he hit the wall and backed out, caution probably wouldn't have flown.
He is a championship contender. Maybe a little bit of damage there you see on the truck. He's been kind of in the back of the pack. It's been a kind of a struggle. I think he was caught in an early caution in this race, so he's been trying to just battle for position and try to come out of here with at least a decent top 10.
And Randy Throne, the third chase driver that's had problems, so he'll probably finish third to last out of the chase guys, as Chris Rice and Kyle Pokrevsky have already had troubles.
You see Thomas Wagner pull a little fake move over there going towards pit lane, but pushes on out right before, as we see a lot of the chase drivers going into the pit lane.
Yeah, and that's really, really surprising that the 43 is not pitted yet, as the 10 car slides through his pits again. That's the second time in a row he's done that.
Well, Thomas Wagner could have his hands really full this time around this green flag, as Matt Gruenberg will be in that second spot.
Is that the 03 car that took 2 tires again? 03 car takes 2 tires. That's Justin Rector.
There's a little bit of damage there on the rear bumper. All right, well, we went 5 laps. A little spin caution. We've seen a couple of the chase drivers going for the pit again to get a couple more 4 tires, 2 tires. We go racing here in a little bit. I mean, what do you think? Green flag rest of the way. Who's gonna take the win?
Yeah, I highly doubt we're gonna go green flag the rest of the way, Hunter. These guys on new tires, like I said, they're just so equal, and it's really, really tight racing. When you get to the end, these guys tend to ramp it up a couple notches. So I feel like we're gonna have 1, maybe even 2 more cautions before this race ends, and then I really think Gruenberg is going to do it, unless Thomas Wagner can hold him off or do something crazy right now that's going to leave the door open for Dylan. But I feel like Gruenberg is the man to beat here.
Well, I got my money on William. I think he's going to come through the pack. I think he's going to come at the end of the race. I hope for that storybook winning of like Kyle Busch does every week almost. I hope William does the exact same. I would love to see that tonight.
And Kruska right now in 9th place. He gained 2 positions since his debacle in the pits. I think he was caught speeding So Kruska up to 9th here. And the leader, Thomas Wagner, can't repeat it enough. He has stayed out the last 2 cautions. So I feel like he's a sitting duck.
As he probably is. I mean, you went 2 tires, and now you didn't go in at all when you probably should have. But he's been fighting for it.
Definitely. And before we go green here, I want to give a shout out to Drive for SP. If you don't follow them on Twitter, make sure you do follow them. They do a lot of cool things. They have a lot of cool events. They are at Drive for SP. And William, he does a great job over there. He does a lot for a really, really good cause. So if you haven't followed them yet, please follow them. And also follow us at 3Wide TV. That is the word 3Wide TV. So give us a follow and subscribe to us on YouTube before the race is over. Give us a shout out if you like us. Don't give us a negative shout out if you don't like us. We don't want to read that. Carlos don't want to read that. So that was my my promo for the day. As we got about 33 laps to go before we get back to racing here.
As I add on that, we have a new Facebook page I've seen. Carlos has added that to as well. So give us a look out on Facebook and Twitter.
Yes, definitely. Subscribe to our Facebook page. We're gonna get more active over there. I feel like it's a really kind of cool thing to do, and I feel like a lot of iRacing guys are on Facebook, a lot more than I thought. So we're gonna try to make that big. Try to make 3Wide TV big, and also promote the leagues that support us and Drive for SP and 3Wide Racing's pace car lights are off. He's going to get dipped down here to pit road as the 43 is going to choose the bottom this time. And he gets a decent run.
Well, a little surprised he took the inside line, but he makes a good start here as the 54 Matt Grunberg is really getting up on his back bumper going to turns 1.
Yeah, I feel like Grunberg's going to take the high line here. Might do a crossover. I think we might see a crossover. He's going to take the bottom. Yes, he does. He takes the bottom, and I feel like he's going to clear the 43 unless the 43 kind of pins him down there.
As you see, the 54 really strong on that bottom line. Takes away the lead from Thomas Wagner.
Yeah, and if we don't get a caution here, I want to see how fast the 75 can get around the 43. If he can't get around him quick, the 54 is definitely going to check out.
See a great view right here going down the back straightaway. You see the 18 of Anthony Hyatt come back up there trying to battle for some top spots as he's looking towards the inside of the 75 Dylan Good, but goes on back behind him. You see
that 43 got tight. Oh, and he slammed the door on Gooden right there. 43 all over the track. Gooden, was he in the grass right there?
He was.
Oh, and we can say the pass in the grass.
Looks like the 43.
The pass in the grass.
It looks like the 43 of Thomas Wagner kind of pushed him down there, and he just makes it work.
If he was in the lead, I would have pinned the famous words. Still got the lead, incredible.
As you see, Thomas Wagner really falling behind as Anthony Hyatt has taken away his third place spot. Now it looks like those 2 tires are starting to wear off for Thomas Wagner.
Yeah, Wagner's pretty much done. He's probably kicking himself in the foot right now, saying I should have pitted.
You see Jeff Gross right in the inside of Thomas Wagner, take away that 4th spot position. You see him battling behind him as well. Going maybe 3 wide here. Nope, they'll stay 2 wide.
Yeah, the 88. You mentioned the 88 on that restart here. He's trying to come back to the field. He's made his way up to 7th. But he's going to be pinned up behind that 43, and the 43 right now is really, really struggling. He's going to make it 3 wide here, though.
It looks like that. You want side by side. Let's see if he goes inside the 43 here. He's going to stick right behind him because he's got Robert Hill Jr. in the inside of him. As they go side by side racing here.
Yeah, really, really intense racing right now. What's Kruska going to do? He can't really do anything right now. He's going to give him a shot, will he? Ooh, really, really close.
And that 43 is really holding him up. I feel like he's very fast. Oh, it's 97.
We're going to go 3 wide here. 3 wide. 43 in the wall.
Oh, is it moving? There we go. 3 wide.
43 right now. He's a pinball machine. Oh, and
he hits William Kruska in the wall.
And then a 43 still sideways all over the track. Pruska's got major damage, though. He's way off the pace. 66 in the grass.
As we see another chase contender bite the dust a little there. Hits the wall by a non-chase contender. And as you see, Williams kind of go along the track. He'll be heading to the pits this time, probably.
Yeah, he's got major toe-end damage. But that's the third time we've seen a non-chase driver have an incident with a chase contending guy, a guy battling for that championship. So third time today, these chase guys could not be happy.
Next week it's going to be a hard one for sure for everybody, because it's going to be a lot of talking going on for sure, I bet.
Definitely. We still got battles going on. I think that's the 20 car. He's in 5th, so a battle for the top 5 here. Cody McCurkle right now leading the way in 5th. The 25 is going to get a big run on that 97.
There's
a wreck. 03 in the wall.
Oh, he's already got a lot of damage on that truck already once, and he's got some more on it as well.
It looks like he bounced off the wall and then bounced into the 10, and that ended him. Boom, boom, into the wall. The Genesee light no more. Yeah, that was pretty much all on the 03 there. He just got that turn 4 comes out and bites you pretty quick.
Yeah, that was all on him, and it's a hard hit into the outside wall there, our front straightaway.
So that's another chase guy. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chase guys having problems right now. We got a chase guy leading the race in Gruenberg, but a lot of trouble for these guys. I really wasn't expecting that. Not knowing too much with these drivers, but I felt like a lot of these chase guys would keep it clean.
As we see, about 4 chase drivers they got some damage. Matt Gruberg, it looks like he's the only one that's got the cleanest truck out of all of them.
Let's see who will pit, who will stay out, who will take 2, who will take 4. Let's see. I think all the guys are going to come down pit road.
I expect all of them to probably take 4 tires. We've seen a lot of victims of those 2 tires that have not really worked.
Keeping my eye on Dylan Gooden. He's had some pretty good pit stops. He almost slid through his pit, and he did. That's going to kill him. Who will be the first one off pit road? Gooden took 2 tires. He might be the first one off. He slid through his pit. He knew he was going to lose a bunch of spots, and he ended up taking 2. The 54 comes off second, right? There's the 18 Hunter right behind Gruenberg, so he's going to come out 3rd.
He's going to give him a fight for his money, that's for sure. He's won that win. He looked pretty good early in the race, so we'll see what he can do at the end of the race.
Yeah, and the 18 was really good on the shorter runs, and this is a 20, going to get the green with about 19 to go, 20 to go, so the 18 might have something for these guys. And I'm trying to look at 40.
Are they going to count that as a... I don't know what the ruling would be.
Is it 4 tires above the white, or
it looks
2?
Like it looks like he dropped to the back. So it has...
So I wonder if that was a penalty.
As I look at the leaderboard, it looks like it was a penalty. He had to drop back to the back.
So this new iRacing rule really coming into effect here late in the race.
Yeah,
I gotta watch out for that. I had no clue they even did that.
I know we talked about it at the start of the race. We haven't really seen any of it, and you see the first chase guy really get bit in the butt on it. As
You
now,
see it?
It looks like well,
He was given an EOL penalty.
yeah.
But had the black flags cleared. Not too sure what happened. So he did get a black flag for merging too soon. but then it was cleared and he got an EOL. So they're just giving him an end of the line instead of coming in.
So he will start here in the 10th position. Was that right?
He should be, yeah. Yep, because Kruska's 4 laps down right now, and he's 11th.
So he'll start right behind Thomas Wagner. Another tough break coming out of the pits.
And the pace car lights are off. We're going to get the green with 19 laps to go, 10 cars in the lead lap. We got Dylan Gooden leading the race, non-chase driver. He's going to be first, but remember, everybody, he's on 2 tires. Gruenberg on 4 freshies. He's in second. The 18, Anthony Hyatt, making his way from the back to the front. He's good on the short run. Let's see what he can do. Cody McCorkle, haven't talked too much about him. He's in 4th. And the 25 of James D. Miller, the 2nd highest running chase driver right now in the top 5.
As you see Dylan Gooden taking the inside, which the inside has really worked these first couple of laps of a start. So we'll see if he can make it work this time as well.
Yeah, I'm guessing Dylan's going to be hoping for himself to get a nice restart here and then maybe have another caution to kind of sink some of these laps in. As we got the pace car going to come off here. Will Gooden get a good restart. He's on it. Gruenberg does not stay side by side with him, so Gooden did his job.
As they head down in turns 1 and 2, it looks like Dylan Gooden cuts down in front of Anthony Hyatt.
Hyatt's going to have a run. Hyatt's going to have a run. He goes all the way down the white line. He ain't going to be able to get a nose on Gooden. Gooden's going to clear him through 3 and 4.
Wow, that 18 truck looks really good right now as he's clearing Matt Gruenberg. Gruenberg's going to get a great run off turn 4, though, from the outside.
Yeah, this could be a huge battle for the lead here. If Hyatt can clear the 54 and work his way up to the front of the 75, we know Hyatt's been good on the short runs. Gruenberg's been a lot better on the longer runs, but these guys are still side by side.
Dylan Gooden's in the lead still with those 2 tires, making it work for sure as the 2 behind him are battling for that 2nd spot.
Gruenberg should be able to clear the 18 here eventually on that middle lane that he's running. He's going to clear him right now. He's going to try to work on Gooden.
Well, it's time for Gooden to make that truck 3 wide. So that makes it a little bit harder for that 54 of Matt Gruenberg to get around him.
Yeah, if the 75 can hold that middle lane, it's going to be tough for the 54 to get around him. But he's been really good on the bottom. Probably the only guy that's been able to make passes work on the bottom.
As you see him get a great run on turn 4 on the inside. They're going to go side by side going into turn 1.
Will he be able to clear him here? Can he do it? He does. He's going to slide up right in front of the 75.
Man, 54 made it look really easy.
Nice little side job by the 54. Gooden's going to try to take it back. With them 2 tires, it's not going to work.
You see the 18? It's a great run. Ooh.
Into the grab. The 18 is going to make the pass.
The 20's on the inside of the 75. Trying to make that pass as well, but it'll just slide up right behind the 75. Man, a couple of great racing there in the front straightaway as they head towards 3 and 4. The 03's on top of the track as they pass him.
Yeah, we're going to see if the 18 can make any ground up on the 54. I just don't think he can. The 54 is really, really good on the longer run. So the longer this run goes, I think the stronger the 54 will get.
With 14 to go, it looks like it's all Matt Gruenberg from here. We'll see if the 18 can have anything to say about that, though.
If he can maintain his draft, he should be able to stay within about a half a second or 0.4 of a second back from the 54. It just all depends on how much the 18 burned up his stuff. We got 14, actually now 13 laps to go before we end this thing.
I see it kind of spread out. This is Only really thing we got going on is up here is in the front of the pack. Nope, it's pretty clear on out.
Yeah, we only have, right now, we have actually 8 cars in the lead lap. We had 10 when the restart happened. James D. Miller, the last car in the lead lap, in 8th place. Thomas Wagner in 7th. And then it's pretty close from everybody else. Everybody else is kind of single file around about 2 seconds back from the leader.
Well, as we get a great look here of Dylan Gooden in that 75 truck. Looks like everybody's kind of really spread it out here and just waiting out these 12 laps.
Yeah, with Gruenberg, he's so much faster right now. Anthony Hyatt's kind of just staying with him. But you got Dylan Gooden. He's on 2 tires. He can't do anything with these guys. The 20 car was never really competitive to win the race. He was a top 10 guy, but he was never competitive to win. So I think some of these guys are pretty happy with where they're going to finish, especially Jeff Gross, or Gross, however you say it. He's in 5th, and he's going to be the 2nd highest finishing chase driver if the race ends as is. So I'm sure Jeff's going to be pretty happy with that finish.
I bet he would like a couple more positions to pass that 20 and 75 to make it a little bit easier for him in the next couple of weeks.
Well, for sure, and I'm trying to look at the gap between the 1st and 2nd guys, and it's still kind of staying steady at 0.4 of a second. As maybe Gruenberg, there's smoke coming from somebody. Somebody's blowing up on the apron of this track.
79 of Brent Jones.
And Brent Jones, he's had a tough day. He's 10 laps down, and his day is officially ended. We got to battle the 20 cars underneath the 75 of Dylan Gooden. He's going to try to complete the pass here.
That's only going to help out Jeff Gross to get laps.
As I'm looking at the leaderboard, it was about 0.4 of a second between Gruenberg and the 18. It's down to almost 0.2 of a second. So the 18's putting some pressure on the 54.
Yeah, I think maybe the 18 was saving his tires up to maybe give Matt Gruenberg a little run for his money these last 8 laps.
Now, if he can get close to him, like we've been saying all throughout this race, is how do you set up a pass? How does the 18 set up a pass on the 54 to get around him? As we got 7 to go, 7 laps to go.
We've always seen that the inside lane is not going to work, so he's going to have to make that outside work for sure, because we've seen the 18 trying to use that inside, and he's not been very good at it.
He got really, really tight there. The 18 lost a lot of ground there. He got super tight. It could have been another thing. It could have been the 54 saving his tires for these last 10 laps. As that battle between 3rd, Gooden actually remained in 3rd. The 20 car could not complete the pass.
They are still battling for that position. The 20 is fighting for it, but it looks like he won't get it. As you see, Robert Hill Jr. has passed Jeff Gross now for that top 5 position.
Yeah, and Robert Hill Jr. part of the chase as well, so now he's the 2nd highest finishing chase driver if it remains as is.
As you see, the 25 fighting for that 7th spot from Thomas Wagner. Really help him out a lot.
Yeah, we got some 2-car battles going on, it seems like, all throughout the race. As the 20 car back underneath the 75. I don't think he's going to be able to complete the pass here. We've had about 15 laps under these tires, and as the longer we go, the tires seem to not like that inside line too much.
He's still trying to make it work. We'll see what happens here in turn 1, and those side by side. Well, he's trying. He's making it stick, but we'll see here coming off that he gets the run.
Yeah, and the 75 is going to be able to clear him, but the 20 and the 66 is way off the pace. Got to get up there, buddy. The 20 car did a polite thing by slowing down and letting the 75 kind of get out of the way of the 66. There's slow cars all over the place. That 03 car is just putting around there.
Just trying to limp it to the end. Get some points if you can. Since Justin Rector in the 03 is in the top 10 position, so he's trying to keep those points within reach.
We got some bump drafting going on. There's a good promo, dollarshaveclub.com. Shave time. Shave money. And we got 2 laps to go here, coming to the white flag. And it's all Matt Grunberg. He's got about a second lead on these guys.
Well, it's been an up and down night for him tonight, and it looks like he's going to come out with a win for sure.
As the flagman's got the white flag in hand, he waves it. 1 lap to go here in the Drive for SP Truck Series. It's all Grunberg, the fastest guy all day long. And he's going to be pretty happy because he is a part of this chase, and he's going to be a winner. And the nearest chase guy right now is in that 5th spot.
A lot of the top guys were out tonight with early cautions. Matt Gruber has survived the crunch of all night. It's been a heck of a ride. As he goes around turn 4 for the last time, he will cross the start-finish line with a checker flag.
Definitely a great run for Matt Grunberg, and he couldn't have been any happier than getting the win here and starting his chase off.
He had led 38 laps tonight, started 2nd position, and comes out with the win.
Grunberg first. We're going to highlight the chase drivers. Grunberg's first, 5th, Robert Hill Jr., 6th, Jeff Gross, and then the next nearest is James D. Miller in 8th. We got cars wrecking after the race. Cars
just having a little bit of fun
in the backstretch.
Justin Rector in the 10th spot. He's going to start right at the top 10. William Kriska is going to be in the 11th. And then we have Randy Throne in the 09, 35 laps down. 13th spot, Chris Rice, be the 14th. Kyle Rifke, heartbreaker tonight for him, 77 laps down, ends up in 16th.
That's definitely the surprise of the day, Hunter, is Kyle getting unfortunately wrecked out of the race tonight. But like we mentioned earlier, he's got tons of bonus points. I think he's just going to be just fine going in the next week's race.
There you see Matt Grunberg burning up the tires. Big celebration tonight here in Charlotte.
Yeah, Matt needs to test out those new graphics they added and go down in the infield and test out that grass.
All right. As you see him keep burning it down, it's a great night here for Matt Grunberg. As we see him in that Kyle Busch paint scheme, the red, white, and blue M&M's truck. That was a great grass. Man, that was awesome. The graphics on that, fantastic.
All right, I think we're going to start interviewing some drivers. Hunter, who do you want to get first?
Oh, let's try to get maybe James Miller. By him.
Okay, you want to do him?
Sure, I can do him. James Miller, got a copy.
Oh, hey. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's been a kind of an up and down night for you. So, how was the race? How are you thinking about it?
Yeah, it was not bad for everything that happened. Truck did all right. Was a little slower than everyone else, but just made my way through everything and came 8th. So it was pretty good for what happened earlier.
All right. Well, what's your plans for next week? What do you think's gonna happen?
I kind of want to play it safe. If we are going to Martinsville, if that is it, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I kind of want to play it safe. Just because now I need to get a good finish and not do anything crazy. So I think that's gonna be the plan. I mean, anything changes. So see how that how it actually plays out come race day, but I think that's the plan for next week.
All right. Well, good job tonight. You got anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
No, but I'd like to congratulate Matt on his win.
All right, James. Thanks for the interview. Well, good luck for the rest of the chase.
All right, thank you.
That was James D. Miller, a Chase contender, and Carlos. What do you say we bring in Dylan Gooden finishing third? Dylan, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Dylan. It's first time actually me talking to you. I follow you on Twitter. I'm a big fan. I know you see some of my stuff, but I'm here up in the booth here tonight for the first time, and good run today. I thought you had a shot at some of these guys on that last pit stop, but I noticed you slid through your pits. You wanted to get out front. You took 2 tires, and I'm guessing it was pretty tough trying to hold off the 54 and the 18.
Yeah, that was a complete accident. Even if I had not slid my tires, I didn't even mean to take 2. That was a complete accident. The last caution where we had a few laps on our tires and all stayed out, I had checked 2 in case I did pit, and I had completely forgot. So I ruined any chance I had at a win right there. And I felt like I could have if we had stayed green, because I was catching him just a little bit, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we noticed you had some pretty good speed. I kind of thought there was about 4 guys that were really fast throughout the race. 54, the 18, you, and even the 88 had quite a bit of speed. You're not a part of this championship. We saw a lot of these non-chasers kind of getting a little bit of trouble. You were one of the more respectful drivers out there that weren't a part of this championship. But what's kind of your outlook for the rest of the year?
We're just going to show up and try to win. That's about it. I mean, I'm going to try not to wreck any of the guys in the chase, but we're just going to show up and be fast, hopefully, and give it our best shot. I feel like I could win one of these. I just need to stop making some mistakes.
Yeah, and it was definitely good to see that old Castle Motors Chevy Silverado up front. But other than that, I think that's all we got here. So good finish here tonight, 3rd place, and maybe we'll be able to see you in Victory Lane come Martinsville next week.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thanks, Dylan. And that was Dylan Gooden. He finished P3 on tonight. And Carlos, is Anthony Hyatt or Grunberg or any one of them guys up there? Hunter, you want to do the winner?
Matt and Grunberg, you got a copy.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Man, congratulations on the win tonight. First win of the chase. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good to get the monkey off the back, so to say, that's for sure. We've had really fast Toyota Tundras every week, and, just luck just hasn't been going our way. But it's really nice to finally get the W, and to start the chase off, it couldn't have been more perfect.
That you're right. Perfect start for sure. We've seen a lot of drivers get crunched up in the chase. What do you think's gonna happen next week here at Martinsville?
Martinsville it's gonna be a really tight track. I expect to see maybe some racing similar to Bristol. It's gonna be a lot of beating and banging, I'm pretty sure. It's definitely gonna be a survival race, so to say, at least in my eyes. I don't really know how Martinsville is going to go, but hopefully we build a good cushion here with the stage win and the race win here to give me a little cushion in case anything does go bad at Martinsville next week.
All right, Johnny, you got any questions for our winner here?
No, Matt, I thought you were the class of the field here tonight. I wanted to see what you and the 7 car were going to have in store for each other, but 7 car unfortunately got taken out. Really, really good win here. I feel like you got a good jump on some of these guys. The next highest finishing chase driver finished 5th, and plus you got quite a few bonus points. So I think you're in good shape for the rest of the year. I don't know if you guys have rounds or anything like that, but advancing to the next round, I guess with a win, that'll be pretty positive for you.
I don't think we have rounds this year, but that would be something to suggest the league owner will.
Just a full-out chase.
Yep.
Well, at least you got a good jump on those guys.
Yep. Definitely what we needed. We definitely needed to get the win, to get the monkey off the back, like I said earlier. I really, was expecting something to go wrong this race like it has all year, but finally didn't. It finally came through, and I couldn't be more proud of all the guys back at the shop, team owner, everybody makes this possible. It was great. It was a great run.
All right, Matt. We'll let you go. Congratulations on the win, and good luck next week at Martinsville.
Thank you.
All right, and that's Matt Grunberg, winner for tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And Carlos is saying, who will be the last one? William Kruska will be the last one. And William, you got a copy?
Yeah.
William, you had a up and down day. Like I was talking to Dylan after the race, and I thought there was 4 guys that were really fast. I thought 54, the 18, the 75, and also you. I think you had one of the faster trucks out there, battling for the lead, battling for the top 5 for most of the night. Got busted, I think, for speeding there about halfway through the race, and we just had caution after caution. It was tough working your way through there, and then somebody got a little bit tight and then overcorrected into you, and you smacked the wall, and it kind of ruined your day.
Yeah, kind of my luck, I guess, for the season somehow. I don't know. Just keep getting caught into wrecks I can't avoid.
Yeah, and another thing we kind of saw is the three wrecks today caused by non-chasers, and actually affected multiple chasers. And I'm sure the talk around the garage area here tonight was probably some pretty angry people, some pretty angry chase drivers with these guys. I know they also want to run up front, and they want to be competitive and try to win races. But do you feel like there needs to be a little bit more respect amongst the chase drivers and the non-chasers?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, they could still race them or whatever, but just a little more courtesy, I guess. I mean, I kind of said it a little bit in the race, but I don't know. I mean, I talked about it earlier, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and you ended up, I think, P11 on the day. Going into next week, you were the 4th to last chase driver. Are you confident going into Martinsville for next week? What do you feel you need to do in order to kind of jump up higher in these standings?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in Martinsville. Kind of thinking on a win, to be honest. I'm pretty confident, so I'm hoping I'll be able to get a win in Martinsville.
All right, Hunter, do you have anything for William?
No, William. Tough break tonight. Hopefully next week will be better outcome for you, and good luck for the rest of the chase.
Thank you.
Thanks, William.
Thank you.
And I think that's it. I think Producer Carlos, was that it? Producer Carlos. And next is the results. I don't have my videos, so I cannot see them. Let's see what the results are.
I don't have my video either.
Here, let me do it. We got Matt Grunberg. He's your winner here tonight. Anthony Hyatt, 2nd. Dylan Gooden, 3rd. Cody McCorkle, 4th. Robert Hill Jr. rounding out the top 5. Robert Hill Jr., the 3rd. Jeff Gross in 6th. Thomas Wagner in 7th. James D. Miller in 8th. Brendan Skinner, 9th. And Justin Recker rounding out the top 10. As we got William Kruska in P11, 15 laps down. These are the guys that did not finish. Brent Jones, 8th and 12th. Randy Throne, 13th. Chris Rice, 14th. Chris Burke, the other Chris, and 15th. Kyle Pokrefke, probably the favorite here tonight, ends up 16th, 77 laps down. Curtis Sawyer, 17th. David Gervais, and Gervais, sorry, David, in 18th. And J.R. Hager, rounding out the field in 19th, 87 laps down. And I guess that is it. Carlos is saying we are all done. From all of you, all of us here at 3 Wide TV, I hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. I am Johnny Thomas. Alongside me, great job here tonight for Hunter Hallberg. So we're signing off. Have a good one, and hopefully you guys subscribe to us. And thank you for watching our videos. So take it easy, everybody.